Hey guys, welcome to the vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Today we have Hat Crawler Jason, Ink Park John, and myself Leon in the house. We are doing Monday Morning Critz. So we're back at it with another episode. John's going to be kind of steering the ship and making sure that we're staying on task. Hope you guys enjoy. John, take it away.
All right, another week of crits, guys. So what we're gonna do is go 3, 3, and 3. And so, Mr. Leon Chin, you're up first.
Okay, first one, Tron Kong. I keep trying to say like that's like an Asian last name. Tron Kong. Shouldn't be a tongue twister, but for some reason it is for me. Cool concept. You think he's gonna be using negative space in this?
I would imagine, yeah.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
That's just too much space to try to embroider that all black.
Yeah.
I just worry it's going to be too thin the lines.
That's what I'm thinking first off the bat. If you play with a design like this that has negative space and you want to make those lines as raised as possible, or else it's going to look like kind of like a post-production hit. So we may need to simplify a little bit and just thicken the lines. I do like the colorway. It's fun. Fire. Yeah. And like we were saying this before, like if you're gonna do another Kong, it's just got to be so different because we've had so many of them so far. It is a good stab. I would simplify a little bit and just bolden out the lines because some of the stuff you've seen with the Tron stuff, the neon lights, they're really thick, right? They're really like thick lines. So that's just one thing I would do.
Yeah.
Yakobo, looks like we have an Edgar Allan Poe style hat, right? Quote the Raven, Nevermore.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his quill dipped in blood. I like it. Is that blood ink? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It might be red ink. Just might use the hat negative space kind of thing going on.
Yeah, that's one thing I would do. Just make that ink a different color than the hat. It's supposed to come from like a dark story, right? The hat's kind of bright. It is hard to show a raven on a black hat though, so that's probably why he did it. Fun little hat, cool story. I like stuff that has like a little bit of a more backstory. And moving to Jersey Haunters. So this is an example of a black hat on a black, or a block image on a black hat. He used that red outline to kind of show it. I like the art. It looks cool. Kind of like the Jersey Devils, like a devil.
Yeah.
Or is he like a vampire? I'm not sure. But either way, it's cool art. I really like this one. I'd switch the bottom, maybe just do a gray bottom to kind of break up the hat a little bit. But yeah, this is a solid 3, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so on that one, it looks like it's kind of like a bat or something, but this little space, you might want to get rid of that. Maybe just bolden out that, and then maybe make a gray under.
Yeah, thicken the outline, give it that nice thick raised outline.
So everyone can see it up close. We got the Nevermore.
That's
burgundy.
Nice. I like that.
That's going to be nice. Gold under, and again, just thicken up those lines. I think it's a good concept for Kong, but you just got to thicken up those lines. So, all right, we'll just keep it into zoom view, and we'll just go to each one. All right, so you got Drax there. Mr. Jason, what do you think?
So is this Raphael's second one this week? Did he have that first one?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Tron Con. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tron Con. So he has 2.
Okay, colorway right off the bat, great. Like it a lot.
Dark purple.
And that kind of, is that infrared or something like that?
Yeah, it's an infrared. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the circle framing the entire thing. I want to like it, but I think it kind of just constrains things too much.
I don't mind it just because it has to, like it would just be him standing there in a sense.
Right.
Maybe if it was like him looking through a window or you know what I mean, something else. But but I like the bat and the hair.
Bat as the glow in the hair. The art, obviously it's really good. Just I don't know. I want to like it, but it's just not speaking to me. That's the whole framing. But the vampire art is pretty cool.
I feel like the teal throws it off a little bit. Like
maybe it's the teal, yeah. But that kind of goes along with the glow of the moon type feel to it, though. So
yeah, and he could have gone like a chrome on it too, or
gray or silver, yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I just feel like the green or the teal throws it off. Like that's not a natural night color.
Yeah, I like the colorways though. It's really good.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so the next one is Mean Streets
by Paul. Have we seen Paul before?
I don't think so.
This is looks like a new clinker.
All right. I actually like this one. I like the use of the two-tone with the visor matching the artwork and the under visor matching the artwork as well. Nice little grimacing face in the front in the grill there. Yeah, pretty cool submission for very first time. I think the line weights and everything are pretty good for embroidery. Use of negative space. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this one at all. I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, he did a really good job. One of the things that's hard sometimes is taking like a vehicle or something and turning it into a character.
Right.
And he seemed to do it really nicely here. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
And I like the hat color too. The two-tone is great. So now we have Style, friend of the show.
Yeah.
With I don't think Style's done a submission before.
No, not that I know of. And so it's gonna be interesting to see his own critique on his own hat, because he usually
report card. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll give a report card on every single hat every week. So still nice work. I'm not sure what the monster is. So it's a little interesting to me. The artwork's really good. Colorway is really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would go out and grab this. I just don't, it's not really my style, but it's a great looking hat.
It looked like a Chad CBS Inc. did it maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely got a Chad vibe to it. I can see that.
Yeah.
But no, I like it.
We'll have to get the backstory on it, but the colors are great.
Yes, for sure.
I'd beef up that outline. Same thing.
Yeah, and get rid of this little spot there. But yeah.
What do you mean? Okay, I've heard you mention that before. Get rid of that spot. Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Either fill it in.
Okay.
Or completely end it. Like, don't put any blue in there.
Okay.
The light blue. You see what I'm saying?
What if they change the angle of the snout a little bit to open up that space more?
Yeah, I just like you look at that little spot and it's going to be embroidered. Like there's going to be that embroidery.
Yeah, the negative space.
So that negative space. So there goes my camera. No, it's so just to get rid of that negative space, or just kind of cut it off right here, and then that way there's not too much stitching, because you're trying to put a lot of thread in a small little area. You think
gotcha.
You have that blue outline, you have the green, and then you're going to add another thin outline on both sides.
Okay.
And that's something Casey has always told me. And there's another little spot right here in the back as well. So you just want to fill it in, because it's just going to get filled in anyway.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to build it so it stitches clean, basically.
Yeah. And it's a clean design, and you want that thread to be as clean as possible. So, all right, Mr. Leon, this one is yours. We have the Black Blazers and Loverboy.
K Green, I feel like we've seen him before.
Yeah, he did something similar to this one. I think it was like a character. I think he was swinging a bat though last time.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind this one. This one's real fun. Cool perspective. You don't really see a lot of like pitcher hats. You see a lot of batting hats. So this one's kind of fun. Again, we're killing the thin outlines this week. I just think that either you be really purposeful with the stroke. Either you got that thick kind of Jay Hutton, super raised, super thick outline, or you just don't do it at all. I just feel like just stroking everything kind of, I get it, but it just doesn't embroider well.
So his last one was the Frankenstein baddie, and the Black Bomber, and he was kind of the same type of character, but swinging and hitting like a bomb, like that, like the atom bomb. So that was the ones we saw last.
Yeah, but this one, same thing that we kind of picked on the other ones for. There's going to have a lot of kind of negative spots where the outline's not bold enough to kind of fill it in, or it's just leaves a little gap. So that's the kind of things I would play with, like, because a lot of these things have really bold outlines. You just make that stroke just as bold. Like his black is really bold around everything. The ball has no black in it, so it kind of throws it off a little bit, but it is on fire, so I kind of get it. All in all, it's a cool hat. I just throw a green or a gray on the under, kind of break up the hat a little bit. But yeah, all in all, it's a fun design. I like it.
So and something like artists themselves, like you could tell like this guy's done comic books or art like that, because you have the glare on there, you have the different colors, and sometimes that stuff just doesn't translate to thread very well. And so you could lose all that. Like you don't need the shine on the face or the arm. You can lose all that and just focus on the beefing up the details so they're thick and the embroidery is nice. Because what happens is you gotta try to sew over, 2 spots there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a line dividing that in the sewing pattern. So those are little things that like artists, and this will probably have to go away. That's just entirely way too small. And the little glove details, that kind of stuff's just too small. So, as artists, we need, especially when it comes to thread, like this is a great t-shirt. Like I can see this on a t-shirt right now, or print or sticker, whatever. This would be awesome. So those are little things, and he's a great artist. So, kudos to him for his art. All right. Next one, Leon.
All right. TJ's back, 40 Swords with another cool design. Right off the bat, really fun. The dog's just running. He just lost its owner. No, it's a cool design. It's fun. I don't really have much to say about this. Again, maybe with the outline, beef it up a little bit, give him those racing streaks. Yeah, colorway is fun. Navy blue with the icy blue under, classic. Yeah, I like it. It's a fun hat.
Yeah. He had posted this. He had 2 different versions, I think.
Yeah.
And this one was, to me, like this one was the best because it was more of a horizontal design.
Yep.
And again, the outlining is great. I love when artists kind of add to the outline to give a little bit more detail.
Yeah, like a direction.
Like you can tell he's moving fast. Some of the little white glares you could probably lose, but other than that, TJ always does a killer job. So good job on this one, TJ. Love the hat color too, by the way. All right, Jay, you have pork chops and moose jaws. Oh, look at Matt's back to hockey again.
Yeah, he is. I gotta say, Gabe's been killing it lately. This one is no exception. I love this one. The colorway with that is that teal, I guess, and purple.
It's kind of like that Miami Vice blue.
It's like a baby blue. Yeah, it's like a baby blue. Yeah,
and the purple that works well. Pig needs to be a little careful when you're going to bite on a cleaver like that. He's obviously cut himself.
Obviously, he did. That's why he's got the blood coming out.
Right. I don't know how well that's going to embroider, that little splatter of blood. So it might need to clean that up. Maybe even just remove it altogether.
Yeah, and he has darker shades of pink in there as well. I can do that.
Yeah, probably lose that. Maybe use directional embroidery to bring some of that in. But no, I love the art, love the concept, and the colors are fantastic.
Yeah, he did really good on these colors. Leon, any other on that one?
Yeah, I think I would just play with the cleaver a little bit.
Yeah.
Just biting the sharp side of the cleaver doesn't really make much sense to me.
I mean, maybe even just have him holding a cleaver. Like,
yeah.
And you know what? You can actually lose the light purple outline around it too.
Yeah. Yep.
You really don't need it.
Yeah.
All right.
And moose jaws.
Right off the bat, colors are good. Art is good. Yeah, I would just, with a moose, you got those antlers, right? That are super, large. I would just play with the perspective, the layout a little bit, and just widen the whole thing. It's a very vertical design right now. Overall,
like bring it out a little bit.
Yeah, just bring the antlers out more and use the space that you have, and maybe make the hockey stick a little bit bigger.
I think he was doing a play on the San Jose Sharks, so it's Moose Jaw.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Moose Jaw is also a city in Saskatchewan.
Nice. So kind of a double entendre there. But yeah, I agree with you. The antlers could be played with. Right now, it's just like you mirrored them.
You know what I mean? Looks like yeah, I think they need to be bigger, and more horizontal. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, great art, cool colors, and Matt's back to hockey.
Yeah, Matt does a great job.
I mean, it is hockey season, so, or nearing hockey season, so it makes sense.
Oh, crazy, right? All right, so it's that time of the week where we keep two, drop two. So we'll go with Leon first. What's your keep two?
So it might be Halloween season for me, so I'm gonna take the Jersey Haunters. I think that's a fun little design. A little to the left. A little to the left. Yep. Yeah. I just think he needs to play with the outline a little bit, maybe change the under. Maybe make it all black with a red under. That'd be pretty cool too. Gray under. It's a fun little design. I love the artwork on that. And then I'll take pork chops. So one of the best-selling hats that we've ever done is a supper time, something similar, where it's like a pig as a butcher. I think it's a cool play on it. I would play with that cleaver a little bit. Colorway is fun.
Yeah. There's not too many. I mean, the artwork this week is fantastic. Colorway is fantastic. Outside of just maybe like, lose
some small stuff.
Yeah, tonal stuff. But okay, so you're drop two this week.
Yeah, this is hard.
Well, okay, let's do it this way because this is all fantastic. Which two do you think are going to get the lowest votes?
Okay,
we'll do it that way because I think last week you won two, or the 2 weeks ago you said the Shark would get the most votes, and I believe the Shark was the one that got the most votes.
I think that was Pierre Scamacco.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Darn him.
I think the Tron will get the lowest one.
Okay.
I think it's an amazing concept. It's fun. It's whatever, but I just think it doesn't scream neon. Like even from far away, like those colors got to be popping off that hat. And then the second one would probably be Mean Streets. Not for nothing. It's just a lot of negative space, a lot of, so similar to Drax where it's built in a circle, he almost made his circle kind of blend into the hat. So I think that's going to lose a little bit of marks. It's not as a clean of a design, although the art is great. I just think it gets lost a little bit in the hat.
Yeah, this one's easier because it's like now we're just picking, because the artwork's great, but we're actually thinking about what the clinkers are going to like. So
all right, I don't think there's a bad hat in the bunch.
No, there is.
Really not. No.
So that's why I was like, you know what? There's not a bad hat. So let's try to guess and see which ones are going to get the lowest votes.
Yeah.
All right. So your keep two, Jason, your two favorite this week, and then your two low vote getters.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with pork chops again. Okay. Agree with Leon there. Basically everything he said. Concept's great. Color's great. Yeah, even as is, it's fine. But yeah, let's find a different spot for that cleaver maybe. And then I'm gonna go with Nevermore. by
okay.
Jacobo.
It's a clean hat. It's a clean hat.
Yeah, I like the colors. I like the the reference to Edgar Allan Poe and the Raven. I think it works. Absolutely. And my two low vote getters this week is trying to see. These are all really pretty good. I mean,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a strong week this week for sure.
I'll go with Jersey Haunters. Just I just don't know if that design will speak with some of the majority of the clinkers out there. And also we need a different color undervisor. And maybe move the design on the hat a little bit.
Yeah, it seems a little low,
move
right?
it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
move it up a little bit.
More so, yeah, move it up for sure. I was thinking the same.
And then to me, the other one would be Tron Kong. I mean, even just looking at it from here, I can't see what the design is. So we need to play with the colors, bolden up those lines, increase the weight on those lines, just so we can just see the design, right?
Yeah.
So those are my two choices. Not that they're bad hats.
No. No, it's great. I love the Tully monsters. I need to see the story behind that.
Right.
I really like that, man. Some crazy looking fish with this ice, the helmet. It's great. Love the colors. I think that one's really good.
Maybe some type of crustacean or something, maybe. Some type
Yeah,
of shrimp or something.
Some sort of fish, it's
something
really
weird.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? Kind of with Jason, I like the Nevermore. It's got that Cardinals, college vibe to it. The fighting trees up there. So I really like that one. Gold under, really cool. My two lowest vote getters, I'm gonna go with TronCon 2, and it's just because it's just not gonna translate to those people that are seeing it. They're gonna be like, "What? Oh, okay." So you only have a few seconds to capture their attention. I just don't see that. Bolden out the outlines on the outside and bolden out the eyes or something, and then leave the thinner lines in there as well, because that contrast of thick and thin will be really cool.
I think take a look at some of that neon hats that Hat Club released, I think 2 years ago. You see that all of the logos got super simplified, but they use super thick lines, super bright colors. So kind of just base your design on that.
And I think despite the artwork, I think the Black Blazers I think people aren't going to relate to it.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I like that hat.
I do too. I think he did a fantastic job on the artwork. His Black Bombers was amazing too. I think unfortunately with clinkers, and it's weird too, because some hats you're like, oh, this one's not going to do well, and then it gets the most votes. So we're just taking a stab here. And K Green, just keep up the good work, man. You got a lot of really great work on there, and I love his swinging poses that he posts and stuff. I just think when it comes to pitching, I think that's just not a big field for people to be like, oh, I want a pitcher on my hat.
Yeah, but I mean, pitching's a tough one to capture.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think he's done a fabulous job on this to capture that perspective of, you're a batter looking at this blazing fastball coming at you. So I think he did a great job on that hat. But unfortunately, I agree with you. I think most clinkers aren't going to go for it.
And I think Casey would have really a lot of fun with this one too, because he could 3D embroider it, make that ball really pop, and then kind of do some flat raised in the back, and you can have really fun. So overall, though, this week, strong week from the clinkers, I would say. A lot of great concepts, a lot of great artwork. Not too many changes, just sticking up some stuff, and always keep in mind the needle. Like that needle is thin, but it's not that thin.
Yeah.
So, and you're working with thread, so it's a little bit of a different medium. If it was a t-shirt, no problem, screen print, whatever you need. But yeah, so that's about it, man. That's the only advice I have. So
do you see any locks? Do you think there's any locks for production or pre-order this week?
Man, I would say Nevermore is probably there. Jacobo always kills it. I don't know. I think TJ's art is like killer. But I don't know how many people, because you remember the dog league, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone still has a dog league in mind, but
so I think the dog league, in my opinion, felt a little forced. I think people are forcing dogs into their designs.
Yep.
This one's just more natural. I think this one's going to go. It's almost probably a lock for.
I would say Nevermore, Loverboys, and probably Drax as well, just because it's that season. Unfortunately, these hats are not going to land until April, May.
Yeah, you'll get it in time for next year.
Yeah,
you'll get it in time for next year. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. So keep that in mind as well. But I know what the clinkers are doing, and unfortunately, with this new era delay, honestly, like these designs should be coming out in January, March, so that they can hit October. But great job on all the designs,
for sure.
Leon, do you have anything else, my buddy?
No, I think the level of art is really cool. Like everyone's doing cool concepts. It's almost like a race to see like who can do, cover the concept first almost. But like, it's good, man. Like, these artists keep putting good work out there, keep up the good stuff, every week, man, we're kind of blown away with the level of professionalism and art that's kind of submitted. So it's good to see.
Now Clink is been the leader in this, but another hat company is coming up with some custom. And that's going to be hitting next week. So it'll be interesting to see how their artwork and hats are going to hit versus the Clinks and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see. And maybe there might be a show on that coming up too. So
cool.
Keep your guys' ears open on the views from the vault, because we may have to do something.
Sounds good.
All right. Anything else, guys?
I think we can wrap up. Let us know in the comments which of these do you guys want to see hit pre-order. Good luck to all the artists. Hopefully, as many of these make it as possible. Viewsfromthevault.com for official merchandise. We just had pins launch and land for Jason, Leon, and John from Ink Park. We out, boys. Stay fitted. Peace.